Yeah, not ideal. You have very few games in your career that are like that, where it's 4.5, and it's not enjoyable at all to be out there. You're searching for answers. You're trying to get everyone sorted out, getting them on the same page, and trying to rally mentally to get the group together. So halftime we came together, made some adjustments, did a lot better in the second half, and there'll be a lot that we'll go back and learn from, I'm sure.
Is it hard to take positives from a night like tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you look at, the positive would be it's getting some guys' feet wet for getting their first caps, or getting the first big-time minutes or starts. You're getting the opportunity to play against a really good opponent and understanding what it takes to play at this level. So it's a good experience. It's a good motivation to know what we have to continue to do to progress as a team. And so those are the kinds of learning moments that you can take when you play a game like that.
And then to the fans who showed up tonight, any message to them?
Yeah, it was awesome. We were standing in the tunnel and they were reading out the lineup, and I obviously heard everyone with a big cheer when they called my number. And it is special to play at home. That's why I wish the game went a lot differently, because I love playing here at Jonas, love playing in front of the fans in Nashville. So wish we could have gave them a better result, but really happy that they showed up, and on a personal note that they showed up and cheered me on as one of their hometown guys was really special.
Walker, it seemed like just a lot of defensive breakdowns in the first half. How much of that do you put on just a pretty new rotated lineup with a lot of guys getting experience for the first, second time? How much of that was just on Switzerland attacking talents?
Yeah, there's some tactical pieces. There's certainly that, like getting used to chemistry with a new back line. But at the end of the day, we have to be better as players. We did make some adjustments that were helpful. It widened us up as a back line and prevented the space that they were finding out wide in the first half, especially. A lot of diagonal switches of play. They isolated guys against our fullbacks out wide. So we switched to a 5, which helped with that, and also gave us the opportunity to maintain possession a little bit better, having 3 in the back there with the ball.
And this is the first time that the United States national team has lost 4 straight games since, I believe, 2007. I guess what's the message maybe to the fans going into the Gold Cup? And I guess what do you feel like you have to do in order to maybe listen that?
We know it's a process. We know it's building blocks. We know that we're going to have to continue to progress and get better. It doesn't make it acceptable or enjoyable, like I mentioned before, but it's an opportunity for us to grow and respond and to ultimately build into this tournament, which is going to be a great preparation for the World Cup next year.
Thanks, Walker.
Nice to meet you guys.
Paxten, for a young guy who maybe you don't always get these opportunities to play, how important was it to get out there even though the result wasn't maybe as you wish?
Yeah, it's always nice to play for the national team. Like you said, the result kind of takes away from it, but it's always an honor to be on the pitch.
And then looking at the first half again, what do you think went wrong in terms of the conceding of the 4 goals?
Yeah, I think when you look at the first 10 minutes, we really weren't that bad. I thought we had domination of the ball, but then, with the first goal, I think it takes a deflection, and then, we have to do a better job of lifting ourselves up after that. You can't concede. But it's a group of, a lot of young players. When you look at their team, I think there's guys that have been playing with their national team for 15 years. So, we have a lot of young players, but I think it's also good to learn from these results, and it can build a strong team.
What are the biggest things you think you and some of the other younger or less experienced players on this team can take away from this match?
Just what it is to play at the highest level of international football. You see guys for Switzerland that have been playing at the top level for a lot of consecutive years. So just doing everything you can to take bits and pieces of it and just learning from them.
Obviously, with this being the last match, going into the Gold Cup, I guess, how do you shift your focus from this loss to your opener against Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, the good thing is it's kind of a quick turnaround, and then you're in a tournament kind of mindset. So then, you can really go after it and try to win it all. And obviously it's not nice to lose 4-0 going into a tournament where we all would like to win, but I think it can also give us an extra hunger to kind of regroup and say, all right, we need to figure it out and let's really go after this. What's up? How are you?
What was it like coming in that position for club? Obviously, you're playing a little bit deeper. So being more of like an attacker, how did you feel and individually your performance?
Yeah, I've played that position like numerous times. Honestly, a little bit before this season. Yeah, like you said, this season I was playing deeper role, and yeah, they tried me there today. Obviously, it's not like a new thing. For this year, it was a little bit new, but in terms of the tactics and stuff, it was a little bit new for me. But yeah, I'm always just happy to play wherever. But I think it's a position that suits me.
Did you feel like you guys had fluidity in that line of three with like your brother and Quinn? Like, were you you were on the right side sometimes too? Like, playing centrally, like, where do you feel like you could settle with this team?
Yeah, I think my best position is a little bit deeper, like a box-to-box player. But like I said, I'm always just going to go where the coach tells me to go, and I'm just always happy to try to contribute and help the team. But yeah, I think my best position is a little bit deeper.
And then attacking, do you think, so Saturday guys talked about how maybe there wasn't enough verticality because it was like Diego and Jack weren't really like wingers.
Yeah.
Today, do you guys think you did better with that? Like when you received the ball and turned facing forward, like did you have more options? Do you want more of that? Like,
yeah, I think
could you have run more? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think there's always moments, especially against a team like that, when they press man to man, that sometimes you just have to let it go and take a long ball in behind just to kind of show them, okay, we're not just going to play defeat every time. We tried to run in behind. I think, it got difficult as the game went on and they started to dominate, so you didn't see a whole lot of it. But yeah, it's always not bad to try to implement some long balls and deep runs. I think it kind of catches teams on their toes.
Any goals for you with this? Like assists, goal number, anything in your head coming into this? Or?
For the Gold Cup?
Yeah, for the tournament.
No, it's kind of like a mindset switch being like a last edition. So now it's kind of just how can I make the most of the opportunity and, get minutes, showcase in those minutes, whatever they may be. But yeah, it's my first impression, so just kind of trying to make the most out of it and hopefully not like tonight.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. You had a really good performance tonight, but obviously the team didn't have the best result. How do you balance that when you review this game?
Yeah, I don't really think about the individual performance. I think we look back at the team. I think we look about what needs to happen to not let these things happen. And I really don't care about my individual performance. I think the team success is way more important. So I think whatever I can do to help the team do better, I think that's what's needed for me.
And then you didn't start tonight, but is that a goal for you for the Gold Cup to start to be in that starting lineup?
Of course, yeah. I think I want to start in as many international games as many times as I can, right? Even with club, whenever you're playing, you want to get started and get the chance to kick off the game and play 90 minutes, right? That comes with good performances, and that comes with putting the effort on the line. So I think that's what's needed to make sure that everybody's fighting for a spot.
And then technically or tactically, I guess, is there a preference for you, whether it's a back three or a back two either?
No, nothing for me. I think for me, it's about doing my job on the field and with the ball at my feet, being creative, creating chances, and scoring goals and getting assists.
All right. Good luck in the Gold Cup. Thank you.